Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I want to do a quick podcast about how to let narcissists destroy themselves. I get a lot of people that say to me, well, I just want revenge on that narcissist. They really screwed me over. They really hurt me. They really did this. They really did that. One thing that you got to understand, okay, in life, you reap what you sow. And people say, well, what does that mean exactly? That means that when you live a certain life, it's going to come back to you, okay? When you're evil to people, evil comes back to you. If you've lived a long enough life, you're going to see that this happens to a lot of these narcissists. A lot of them end up in a bad way where they reap what they sow. A lot of them end up getting sick later on, or they're bitter. They get sick because they lived a haphazard lifestyle where they were running around. They never took care of themselves. They never took care of their bodies. And all of that, agitation of them running all over the place and their anxiety, it's going to cause their body to break down, okay? Now, how else do they reap what they sow? Well, they burn a lot of bridges. They hurt a lot of people, okay? And when they try to go back to these people, nobody wants to be bothered with them, all right? They try to keep a lot of contacts. That's why they never want to end a relationship. They'll say things like, well, can we just be friends? They want to keep you as a backup supply if they need to use you for something. That's why you got to cut them off. That's it, all right? But the point I'm trying to make in this podcast, all right, is that you don't need to seek revenge on a narcissist. First of all, when you seek revenge, that anger within yourself is going to destroy you. All right. So this is why some people say you have to forgive. I'm not saying to forgive. What I'm saying is to distance yourself and just let the narcissist destroy themselves. And they will. They will. I've seen it. Okay. I've seen it. So the point is this, whatever that narcissist did with you, they're going to do to the next guy or girl, all right? However they hurt people, they're going to do it to the next, whatever tactics, manipulation they did with you, they're going to do that same pattern of behavior with somebody else. The only difference is they may end up with somebody that is either a narcissist, a super empath, or somebody else that is going to give it back to them, okay? Eventually, a narcissist is going to come in contact with a dangerous person or a person that's not going to put up with their nonsense, and they get it back. It's like, you guys, listen, it's like road rage when you're on the highway or you're driving and you got this driver that is like on your back. And I see that constantly driving. There are so many people that are nervous and anxious and people under a lot of stress. I see this especially after the pandemic. It seems like people are living with a lot and people are very stressed out. But my point in this is, it's like with road rage, when you want to just give the person the finger, or you want to throw a bottle at their car or something, or you really want to pop off on them, but you can't. You can't, okay? Because it's dangerous and you just don't do something like that. But when you kick back and you say, that's okay, let me just move to the side, let them go around me. It's not worth getting into a crazy argument with somebody who could be crazy, because today a lot of people are carrying firearms. A lot of people will pop off easily because they're under enormous stress. You just move yourself out of the way, you distance yourself, and guess what? That road rager is eventually going to come in contact with the wrong person. Why is that? Because you reap what you sow, all right? Eventually, they're gonna hit the wrong person, or something bad's gonna happen because they drive dangerously. All right. When you drive dangerously, when you live dangerously, when you are haphazard, when you abuse your body, it's all going to come back to you. All right. It's all going to come back to you. When you're constantly, let's say with regard to abusing your body, if you're constantly drinking, smoking, partying, not getting rest, sleeping from partner to partner. You put yourself at risk of so many things. You put yourself at risk for getting STDs. You put yourself at risk for getting HIV. You put yourself at risk for getting other diseases like cancer, high blood pressure, a whole host of things that could happen to you because of the way you live. And it's the same thing with the narcissist. You got to just kick back and let the narcissist destroy themselves. And they will. They will, you guys. I have seen this, all right? So not just with one, a lot of them, all right? Because I get a lot of people that say, oh, the narcissist is out there and they're living happily with the new supply. They don't always get karma, or they don't get, back what they gave to other people. And I'm telling you they do. All right. I'm telling you they do in some form or way. Okay. How do you know what's going on behind those closed doors with the new supply? You don't know what's going on because those narcissists, they put out a fake image that they're happy. Okay. In the beginning, yeah, they may be enamored of the new supply. Oh, it's something new. Oh, it's something exciting. Oh, they think they're a wonderful person. All right. Everything's great in the beginning. No matter what relationship, generally, it's always great in the beginning. But as time goes by, things go left because the narcissist gets bored with that person. The narcissist starts to see that this person is not going to fill their dreams and goals, because narcissists, when they initially meet somebody, they think that this person is going to be the answer to all their problems in the world, when their problems are internally within themselves because they can't self-reflect and they can't appreciate. So if you can't appreciate anything, you will never, ever be a happy person. This is so true. Like, you have to appreciate whatever you have in life. You've got to look at it like the glass is half full, not that the glass is half empty. And a narcissist looks at life as the glass is half empty. So they're never satisfied with what they have, and they're always striving and looking for something else. And they always think the grass is greener, and they never find what they want to find because it doesn't exist. Okay? It doesn't exist. This is why they jump from person to person to person. They're trying to fill that emptiness within themselves, and the emptiness within themselves is something that they have to fix, but they can't self-reflect, so they'll never be able to fix it. Okay? So the point is this, and even in scripture, it says there will be evil in this world. You have to distance yourself from the evil. Let the evil destroy itself, okay? Let the evil destroy itself. It's like the narcissist will eventually run into another toxic person where it is going to get very volatile, or they're going to get hurt themselves. Narcissists also get played by other narcissists or get used by other narcissists. Narcissists do get played and do get used by other people that are narcissistic, okay? They think they're so slick, but in life, eventually you're going to come across somebody who's slicker than you. You're going to come across somebody who's smarter than you. You're going to come across somebody who's tougher than you, all right? There's always somebody who's stronger, who's tougher than you, and you have to accept that. But see, a narcissist, they think they're above God, okay? And this will be their demise. This will be their demise because they will get back whatever they put out there, and eventually they're going to come across the wrong person or people, and it's going to hit them back, okay? And they're going to get hurt, all right? Or they're going to wear themselves down to the point where they get physically hurt, and their physical health could be affected as well. So you guys, it's like this. You don't have to forgive the narcissist. Why would you forgive somebody who never repented? All right. It's one thing to forgive somebody who repents. You don't have to forgive. If you feel you want to forgive, everybody has a choice of how they want to deal with things. Okay. Personally, the way I deal with somebody who's toxic or who has hurt me, I distance myself from that person and I never have anything to do with them again. They are RIP. They are out of my life. Okay. They are out of my life. And me personally, this is a very debatable thing. What, people say, like, you should forgive, the way the Lord forgave us and everything like that. that is a personal choice that, you make. But in my perspective, I feel that you forgive those who repent and who are sorry for whatever sins they have committed. All right. But see, the thing is this, and I wanted to bring this other point up as well. I saw this reel where somebody was explaining about narcissism, and, they said something about like, well, everybody thinks narcissists are these bad people, these evil people that are out to hurt people and everything like that. And they said that's not necessarily true. It's just a survival mechanism for the narcissist. Well, I understand the perspective of what the person was saying, but the other thing too is that still doesn't give them a right to hurt somebody, okay? Just because somebody has a survival mechanism, it's not, it's not it's not being somebody that is a good person to hurt. You shouldn't hurt somebody else, okay? You shouldn't hurt somebody else just because you're in survival mode. That is an excuse. And that is an excuse by a narcissist, okay? So the bottom line is, yeah, I could be hurt. Yeah, I could come from a traumatic household or childhood or something like that. That still doesn't give me a right to hurt somebody else. That still does not give you a right to hurt somebody else. So, a lot of narcissists or other people will say, well, they can't help what they do and they're in survival mode and, this is the way they protect themselves. That is an excuse. That is an excuse, okay? Everybody has to be accountable for their actions. There are a lot of people that come from traumatic households, traumatic childhoods, terrible childhoods that don't go around hurting other people, okay? But I'm getting off point here, you guys. It's early. I'm trying to rush. I'm going to get interrupted. I wasn't able to podcast yesterday because of, I don't get a minute's peace over here. So the point I'm trying to make in this podcast is this. You need to kick back, distance yourself from the narcissist. Stand back, live your life. Don't focus on the narcissist. Focus forward. Don't focus backward. Don't look backward. Look forward in how you're going to better your life, okay? The narcissist is your past. The part of the hardest thing in life is letting go of your past. You got to let it go. It's part of your journey in life. You learned a lesson. You made a mistake, but it's not your fault because you didn't know what you were dealing with at the time. You've got to forgive yourself. You didn't know. How are you supposed to have known who this person was, or if you didn't know about narcissism? You had no way of knowing, okay? So you need to forgive yourself. But in the future, you have to distance yourself from these narcissists. That means no contact whatsoever and no contact to the narcissist contacts. You have no contact between the two of you to the narcissist, because then that narcissist is still able to come into your life, because whatever you say to that middleman is going to get back to the narcissist, or whatever the narcissist says to the middleman is going to get back to you. That's why you got to cut ties completely in order to live in peace. You have to distance yourself, and trust me when I tell you, it does not happen today or tomorrow, but when you give a toxic person enough rope, they will hang themselves. They will hang themselves. And I just saw it with the gentleman that I had coached, all right, whose girlfriend did him dirty, discarded him, and now she's begging him to come back, and he won't deal with her, okay? He won't deal with her. So the point I'm trying to make is this, you guys. If you're a good person and you treated this person good, it's their loss. It's their loss. This is why I tell you, narcissists are fools. They don't know when they have a good person. They don't value good people because of that constant anxiety, that drive to think that there's always something better out there. And then when they find it's not better, then a lot of times they come back. And they don't necessarily come back soon. Sometimes they can come back years down the pike. They can come down years, all right? So I'm telling you, 99% of the time they come back. Not always. Not every narcissist comes back. Most do. Most will come back and try you. Why? And when they come back, it's because they need something from you. Not because they love you or they miss you. Because if they loved you and missed you, they would never have taken a chance of losing you. Understand that, okay? Narcissists don't want to love. Love is not to their benefit. Narcissists want material, superficial. Those are things that they value. Those are things that they idol. And those are things that God disdains. People that idolize things of this world. That's why I'm telling you, the narcissist ends up in a bad place because they're all about the flesh. They're all about superficial the things of this world. They're not about the spirit. A narcissist is not about the spirit. Okay? The flesh dies. The spirit is forever. Okay? I know I'm getting very spiritual with you guys. It's the morning, and that's why I'm doing it, But the thing is this. Understand this. Just trust me when I tell you, just step back from it all. Step back from it all. The more time that goes by, the stronger you will become. You will get stronger the more time that goes between you and the narcissist going no contact. And in time, you're gonna get a phone call, or you're gonna see something, or you're gonna hear something about what happened to the narcissist, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what just happened to the narcissist." Okay, I'm telling you, this happens, all right, and it's happened to me. It happened to me with one of my exes. I could not believe what happened to one of my exes when I heard that he was majorly going through something big, all right? Never thought it. This is somebody that was out, going and living life to the grandiose, traveling, eating, drinking, enjoying himself, abandoning his responsibilities. And it's amazing, how you reap what you sow and you end up in a sick place, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is this. Just step back from all of this stuff, you guys. Step back from it. Distance yourself and just let that narcissist destroy themselves because they don't follow divine law. They don't follow God's law. They are not righteous people. They don't walk in the truth. They don't do the right thing. They don't have morals and values. And you know what happens to somebody like that? They end up in a bad place, okay? Only those people that have lived enough life can tell you that. And I happen to be one of those because I have seen that. I have seen it happen. All right? So don't think that these narcissists just run off into the sunset and, they're happy-go-lucky and, they're living this wonderful life. You don't know what's going on behind those closed doors, and they're not going to let you know what's going on. They're going to pretend like everything is great because they're worried about their image to you and to everybody else. So don't always be fooled by what you see on the outside. It's like, you see a happy couple in your neighborhood. You say, oh, they look like such a happy couple, this and that. Meanwhile, you hear, they're fighting. The husband threw the wife down the stairs and everything. That happened in the neighborhood I grew up in, nice neighborhood, everything like that. And you wouldn't believe the stories of abuse and things that went on behind closed doors. But, on the outside, these people look so happy. Oh, they look so happy. Oh, they live, they have the life of the Joneses. And meanwhile, you would never believe the things that went on behind those closed doors. Okay. So the point I'm trying to make in all this is, when you're an evil person, you will destroy yourself, and that goes for the narcissist. They will destroy themselves. Just give them enough time, give them enough rope, and whatever they put out there is going to come back and hit them in the face. But you know what? You're not going to concern yourself with that because you're moving forward in your life, and you're going to focus in on things that, lift you up and improve your life, like your self-care. Like making new friends, like meeting new people, like doing new things and having new hobbies and maybe going to meetups. You're going to do things that are positive in your life. And you're just going to kick back, and one day you may hear about how the toxic narcissist destroyed themselves. Okay? So this is what it is, you guys. Just, have the faith. I'm telling you, okay? People reap what they sow. When you spit in the wind, it's going to come back and hit you in the face. So the same thing happens to the narcissist, and we see this all the time. All right. So I hope that helps you understand. If it does, please hit the subscribe button. Please share the podcast. Have a great day. Don't forget, you guys, follow me on YouTube. I got over 4,000 videos. I'm really pumping out the videos over there so that you can understand more about narcissism, especially about the covert narcissist. I do a lot on covert narcissism and discard, triangulation, all of that kind of stuff. And my Facebook and Instagram is The Game EXP123. TikTok is The Game Exposed. And just watch out for fake pages. There's a lot of fake pages when it comes to influencers. Make sure you're on, one of my pages. You could check the links in the bio to be sure. And have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that The Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP123. Okay? And have a great day.